Well, hello, hello, hello. And thank you for coming back to another quick video. Let me stop. So, anyway, I want to stop out here very quickly because I mentioned in the earlier video that I did, Midnight Metanoia podcast, and I said there was a story I wanted to talk about because something came to my mind. And of course, I already talked about this with my sister. But something came up for me. So I do want to say this. The month of January was a very spiritual month for me. Me going through the detox, me going through the cleanse, eating clean and all that good stuff and focusing on my energy and disconnecting from others. So much came up for me. I had so much spiritual experiences. Like even before the tsunami warning came for California, and I think it started in Tonga. I had a dream about Mount Shasta, and it was a very, very deep spiritual dream. Like literally, you could see the ice on the mountains, and people are asking me questions like I'm some type of tour guide or something, and they're asking me like, "Do you see activity underneath Mount Shasta?" And literally, I'm seeing with my spiritual eye, obviously, I'm seeing in this experience, I'm seeing little tiny things at the bottom of the mountain, churning stuff. And then literally, I'm watching the ice melt and I'm literally watching like stuff about to go down. And I literally snapped up out of it. I snapped up out of it because I was like, honey, I don't want to see that. So I had that experience, but a whole bunch of other stuff came up during that whole spiritual thing that I was dealing with. Like I said, mid-January, because now we're at the end of January. But I had an experience a couple of days ago. I don't know if you guys just heard that right now. Oh, there we go. Um, it's okay, Bella. So energy is moving right now because, of course, I want to have this conversation about something that happened. Um, Very disturbing. Now, mind you, I want to tell you this. I'm laying on my bed right now. Bella and Anubis is right here by me. Literally, I've been home for about a good 2 hours with no movement. And all of a sudden, just now, I'm about to tell y'all the story, and something just happened. I don't know if y'all heard that. Like I said, things falling and shit. So, I had a dream about two occultists, um, individuals of the past. And I'm just gonna tell you guys the experience that I had, and you guys could take from it what you want. I'm also gonna give my little opinion on what I believe it was, and like I said, you guys can take from it what you want. So I'm having an experience about a week ago, could be a week and a half now, and I'm literally sleeping, and a spirit comes to me, right? It was a person, but I knew this was a spirit. And it came to me and it was asking me questions, right? Right. This we'll just keep it. This individual was asking me questions and I was answering these questions. And I instantly had a, I don't know what you would even call it, where I passed out in this experience. So when I passed out, I felt myself fall. Immediately, I woke up in this weird house. I would say Victorian style house. Very clean, very organized. You see some stuff in it, some spiritual things, which I will not go over. But literally, while I get out this bed and I walk out of the room I was in into like a hallway, I step out, I look around, noticing everything, and I'm just like, what the hell? Feeling everything, I'm smelling everything, all this good stuff. Either way, I go down this hallway. There's a lady at the end of this hallway, a very short woman. She had a huge crystal on her neck, and she said, they've been waiting for you. Step this way. I'm like, who's been waiting for me? What the hell is going on here? Where am I at? Why am I here? So, of course, I get to this room and there's two occultists at this table. One of them was Mr. Pascal Randolph. The other one was Aleister Crowley. Now, I literally, when I saw them, I did not recognize who or what they were. Literally, I read books about Randolph in the past. and stuff about Randolph, his story, and all that good stuff. And then, of course, we know who Aleister Crowley is. I've not thought about them. I've not done anything with them. No energy, no none of that. Of course, I am into sex magic. Of course, as you know, I was an adult entertainer. And of course, I used sexual energy to manifest the things that I needed and I wanted. So I'm very, very big on that. But either way, I'm escorted to this table by this lady, and the both of them are sitting at the table, but it appears that they are not aware of each other, right? Like they're both at this table, but they're not aware that, Randolph is not aware that Crowley is right here across from him, etc. So they're talking to me, and Crowley is telling me some, you know, interesting information that was just blowing my mind, right? Even when I got up, I did some digging. I spent the whole day doing digging on this. But Randolph was also telling me some stuff that was also mind boggling and blowing, but it was things that I kind of already knew. And towards the end of this, the lady comes and she puts some type of pyramid or odd shaped object, and I'm going to say either pyramid or obelisk, kind of like what they have over there in Washington D.C. It wasn't a triangular type of pyramid, but my feeling of it was that it was a pyramid, but it was shaped like an obelisk, okay, like an erect penis. Either way, she puts this thing on the table and it has a line, slowly it's moving back and forth. But then it starts really speeding up as Aleister Crowley and Randolph are, talking to me, having conversations with me. Once again, they were not aware that each other was at the table, but they definitely were aware that I was there. We're at this table. The room is very, very dark. Of course, there's some, objects in the room that I'm noticing. Like I said, I will not go over that because information was given to me. But this thing started speeding up. The line started moving a little quicker. And as it's moving quicker, I'm seeing Aleister Crowley kind of fade away. And I'm also seeing, Pascal kind of fading away as well. Eventually, the lady steps out of the whole area because, I'm paying attention to all this shit. Like, what the fuck is going up here? What the hell is she doing here? And, why is she so close? Like, her energy was so heavy. It was so heavy that I was feeling like I was being drained every time I acknowledged her. When I did not acknowledge her presence in the room, I was being recharged. I was feeling enlightened. I was feeling like I was getting some energy from Randolph and Crowley. Like I said, I was getting very valuable information, even information that I remember in my awakened state. And I did my digging on some of the stuff, like I said. But either way, as this thing starts speeding up, the ladies step out and literally both Aleister Crowley and Mr. Randolph, okay, merged together. And when they merged together, a different object came out of like nowhere and fell right on top of the table. And I'm sitting here looking at this object while they're right on this table. This object is table. I'm sitting here looking at this object and I'm just like, what the hell is this, and what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Because Mr. Pascal actually said something. And when I grabbed the object, I'm paying attention to the object, but I'm seeing that the room is changing. It's spinning, but it's changing. Like I'm seeing me go from this house to outside, from the house to another house. And I'm seeing this and I'm seeing that. And mind you, I'm seeing this all in my peripheral because I'm looking at this object. This object is in my hands, which my hands kind of look similar to what they are now, but they were actually longer. Like my fingers was really long, honey. I would say like at least like I had like 6-inch long fucking fingers. It was some weird shit. Either way, I then wake up. And when I woke up, once again, I felt so recharged. I slept really, really good that night. I was actually up from 4 in the morning until, a little late. But either way, and I went to bed early that night too, by the way, like probably like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Like I just dozed off. But either way, I woke up and I did my research, and there was a lot of information that was given to me that was very, very important information, I think, on my journey, for my journey. And I will take that with me. But what I was really thinking about um, is that Aleister Crowley and Pascal were actually the same person. Like I heard rumors about, or excuse me, I read rumors. I didn't hear. I read things, right, of hearsay, what people believed happened. That apparently, Pascal had a baby with a biracial woman. He was married to her. That was his first wife, and then he got married to another woman who was an Irish descendant woman. And what people don't understand, he was also biracial himself. Um, Pascal definitely identified as an African American male, but he definitely wanted to be a white male. He had in the back of his head that if he was a white man, things would have been easier, right? Things would have been easier. He would have position, etc., etc. And so when he passed away, okay, um, Aleister Crowley, I believe, was born 4 months after he died. And so definitely, I do feel like that they were the same persons. There was an incarnation, and that's why they both were dealing with sex magic. And like I say, even going into Pascal, like it's amazing his concept of sex magic and how he was talking about, you know, women that are only compliant for gifts and all that good stuff. So now we're going into the sugar baby stuff. But of course, I'll talk about that another time because, from my understanding of the conversation that we were having in this experience, he broke down exactly what he was talking about. Okay. And like I said, waking up and doing my research and coming across this little snippet on Wikipedia, which I've never seen before. Okay, I've never seen this before. It blew my mind. It was like, whoa. And so, like I said, I got a lot of information from that. And I do feel like Aleister Crowley and Pascal Beverly Randolph, I believe, um, are connected. Okay. I just feel like they are each other. And this also connects into ley lines, right? This also connects into how certain parts of America connect to other parts of the world, right? A good example, Arizona has very, very powerful energy. Arizona has so many ley lines and black lines and platonic energies there. And I want to say Yuma, Arizona, that literally it's the sprout of a lot of energies across this planet, okay, in other countries, but definitely in the United States. It goes, it goes out. And like I said, anybody who's into ley lines, you could do your research on that. So I was really amazed at the information. Like I said, I was really amazed about even the people that I saw in this, we're going to say, time travel. The things and the people that I was seeing in my peripheral and energies that were coming up. Now, mind you, this was about maybe, it could be a week right now. I can ask my sister because I told her about it. As soon as I got up, I believe I spoke with her 4 hours after I got up because, of course, I woke up and I did my research. But either way, somebody actually revealed some stuff, I want to say yesterday. And they talk about their experience with people who were connected to Aleister Crowley. And I won't go too deep into that because there's a lot of stuff behind that. But this also connects to Matrice and other people like her who, once again, I feel like was involved in sexual, ritualistic um, sacrifices that possibly went wrong. And going even into how, once again, there are groups of people, organization of people, and some of these people y'all know. Some of these people are actors, some of these people are producers, some of these people are conscious people. Okay. And like I said, I'm not here to put down anybody because I had experiences, but I'm not here to expose people. I'm not here to bring up names. I'm not here to talk about that. Okay. But I definitely had experiences with people who come across as one thing, but it's a whole nother thing behind the scenes. Even where they go as far as to try to insult, people of alternative lifestyles. And it's like, honey, but you're into that. So you're not, into it because it's not your main thing. This is kind of like a hobby for you, but you still play with people of the same gender. Okay. Or people who have the same genital that you have. So either way, very, very interesting to even know. And of course, things will be revealed because, once again, going into the experience I had, it was mind-boggling for me. Things were revealed. Words were given to me. Once again, I remember these words very vividly. Okay, doing my research on it. Person, place, and things are connected to these things, and some of the stuff will definitely come out. But thinking about a whole bunch of people, I won't even like. I'm not going to say names. Think about people that we know, producers, conch people that are connected behind this sexual ritual, which predates and go back even into Kama Sutra, which of course people talk about homosexuality. It's not natural. It's not natural for two men or two women to have, intercourse with each other. It's not natural for someone who's born anatomically male who now lives as female to have, you know, sexual relations with a man who is cisgender, whatever, or even a woman. But little do you know that there's Kama Sutra, right? There's things out there, ancient practices, right? This is ritualistic, energizing practices that are dedicated to man on man, woman on woman, transgendered on man, transgendered on woman. And this stuff predates all of us that's on this planet right now. I want to say this universe is 13 billion years old. I want to say that life have existed as we know it. Okay, because of course we have these predators or these beings that fell, and of course we're going into human knowledge, and we're giving out some little esoteric information here. We had these beings that fell from a higher frequency. They became condensed and they materialized. And so when they came into this realm, the third dimension, let's talk about it right now. These beings took years to evolve and to look like humans, to look like the real man and woman, the real man or the real son of God. Okay? It took them years to evolve, to mix and to do things. And so either way, people were definitely, doing some stuff. People were definitely connected. There's a reason why I was saying that too right now too, because now I'm getting into like the beings, having multiple eyes and the beings with multiple body parts and all sorts of good stuff. Like I'm getting into all that. So, like I said, these these beings evolved and information was given, okay, and people once again are connected to this. People are definitely connected to this, and like I said, I don't know. Ooh. So really, really deep. And like I said, I just wanted to have that conversation with you guys. Right now, y'all, there's so much going on energetically. There's so many, energies being, thrown out right now, being, sent from other realms, other dimensions. Okay. And of course, even going into February. February is going to be a very, very spiritual month, starting February the 2nd to February the 22nd. Okay. It's going to be a very, very spiritual experience for those who are ready. Okay. And so anyway, I want to end this video with that. And of course, we'll definitely be talking about some more of this on a later date. Anywho, I hope you guys have a great night and a great week. Happy new moon. Happy new moon. The hell. Happy new moon. Love and light. Bye.